All right, let's jump straight into this explainer where we're going to decode the 6 specific and honestly heavily misunderstood signals your body sends when your mitochondria finally start to heal. You know, most people who kick off a health protocol expect this perfectly linear journey, right? They think they'll just feel slightly better every single day. But cellular repair doesn't work like that. It's an active, highly disruptive process. So today, we're going to learn how to actually read the language of your own cellular machinery so you never mistake healing for failure ever again.
Here's how we're breaking it down today. First, distinguishing symptoms from repair signals. Then, we'll look at physical changes like warmth and recovery, neurological shifts with sleep and fog, systemic updates to your skin and cravings, and finally, we'll map out a concrete biological repair timeline.
Section 1. Symptoms or repair signals.
So, is your protocol failing or is it working perfectly? The truth is, most people abandon their protocols because they mistake normal structural cellular repair phases for regression. It's totally completely normal. When damaged mitochondria start repairing, they run these intense quality control sweeps and undergo structural changes that temporarily alter your internal cellular environment. You are absolutely going to feel these alterations. And unfortunately, most of us misread these uncomfortable, awkward phases as a sign that the protocol isn't working, when in reality, it's the exact opposite.
Get this, here's a fascinating biological fact. Your mitochondria actually run hot enough to literally cook an egg. And that's not a glitch, it's a required design feature for their enzymes to function properly. They operate internally at a scorching 50 degrees Celsius. They have to be exactly this hot so the enzymes in the electron transport chain can pump out ATP efficiently. Now, when your mitochondria are damaged, they actually lose this heat. But as they repair, they regain that intense thermal efficiency.
Moving right along to Section 2. Physical, warmth and recovery.
As your mitochondrial density increases and that electron transport chain starts running efficiently at that 50-degree mark again, you're going to notice something cool, well, warm actually, returning peripheral warmth in your extremities while you're just resting. If you've always suffered from chronically cold hands and feet, you've probably just blamed it on poor circulation, right? But very often it's actually a mitochondrial density deficit in your peripheral tissue. As those cells heal and start running hotter, that cozy, resting warmth finally comes back.
Now, you might actually feel muscle soreness earlier and at much lower workout intensities than usual during early repair. But this elevated stress during the fission-fusion cycle, which is when your mitochondria divide and merge to heal, is exactly what triggers your cells to adapt. We call this mitohormesis. This mild oxidative stress basically tells the cell, hey, we need better mitochondria right now. The incredible result? While you might get sore faster at first, your newly repaired cellular engines will clear lactate so rapidly it literally cuts your workout recovery time in half.
Which brings us to Section 3. Neurological, sleep and fog.
You know that annoying habit of waking up completely alert at 3 a.m.? Yeah, it's not clinical insomnia. It's actually a beautifully elegant biological marker of your neuronal mitochondria consolidating after a deep sleep cycle, and your molecular clock finding its precise rhythm again. As your NAD+ levels restore, your circadian rhythm is strengthening. So you'll wake up fully alert for just, say, 5 to 15 minutes. You're not anxious, just fully awake, and then you'll drift right back into deeply restorative sleep. And this brilliant biological logic explains exactly why you get brain fog during weeks 2 and 3. Your body's incredibly smart. It prioritizes massive skeletal muscle repair, which temporarily reduces energy allocations to your brain. See, your body repairs on a very strict tissue hierarchy. Skeletal muscle burns the most energy, so it always gets repaired first. While those massive metabolic engines in your legs and arms are rebuilding, your neurons get put on a lower priority repair cycle. That means a temporary dip in ATP for your brain, resulting in a slight sluggishness when you're trying to retrieve words or focus.
I have to be incredibly direct with you here. Do not abandon your protocol when your thinking feels slow in week 2. Please don't. Because by week 4, the fission phase resolves into fusion, and your cognitive clarity is going to likely surpass your previous baseline. This is the exact moment most people throw in the towel. But if you just push through to week 4, the brain finally gets its turn for those repair resources, and you will experience a profound, sustained mental sharpness.
Let's look at Section 4, Systemic, Skin and Cravings. Okay, this data point is genuinely shocking. 95% of your melatonin is not even made in your brain. It acts as an on-site antioxidant right inside your mitochondria to protect cellular structures, like your skin's collagen, from oxidative degradation. When your mitochondria are damaged, reactive oxygen species escape and literally break down your skin's collagen. But as they heal, this internal melatonin synthesis spikes, protecting and repairing your skin from the inside out. As this mitochondrial repair kicks into gear, it increases the production of something called MOT-C, which stabilizes your blood glucose. That reduces the glycation that causes skin wrinkles, meaning your skin actually heals and glows weeks before your body composition even changes. This is just amazing to me. Your mitochondria have their very own DNA that produces a hormone telling your muscles to soak up more glucose. And lower blood glucose means less skin stiffening and wrinkling. You're going to see a vibrant, hydrated glow in the mirror long before the scale ever budges.
Now, about those afternoon sugar cravings. They are not a failure of your willpower. They are actually a desperate hypothalamic distress signal from damaged cellular power plants that are being forced to run on quick-burning glucose because they can't oxidize fat. Healthy mitochondria love burning fat. Damaged ones literally cannot do it, so they scream at your brain's hypothalamus for quick glucose. That irresistible urge for a candy bar at 3 p.m., it's simply your damaged biology sending out an SOS.
But as you heal, these amazing butyrate-producing bacteria in your gut start to thrive. They feed your newly repaired mitochondria, and that actually flips a switch in your hypothalamus. You'll naturally begin to crave healthy proteins and fats without using an ounce of discipline. When you stop relying on sheer willpower and start fixing the mitochondria at the source, your vagal nerve actually rewires your appetite. You will look at a plate of vegetables and healthy fats and genuinely desire it, while the gravitational pull of junk food just quietly fades away.
Let's wrap things up with Section 5, the biological repair timeline.
This timeline maps directly onto that tissue repair hierarchy we talked about earlier, proving that the most difficult phase, right around weeks 2 and 3, is really just the precursor to deep systemic healing. In weeks 1 and 2, you get that nice peripheral warmth and rapid workout recovery. Then comes the gritty part. Weeks 2 and 3 bring those 3 a.m. wake-ups and the annoying brain fog. But push through, because weeks 4 to 6 reward you with noticeably glowing skin, and by weeks 6 to 10, your food cravings shift permanently.
If you start tracking these specific metrics weekly, it creates a highly accurate diagnostic tool for yourself. It reassures you that a temporary dip in focus is simply the price of admission for long-term cellular upgrade. By ranking things like your hand temperature, your recovery speed, sleep architecture, mental focus, skin glow, and craving intensity on a simple 1 to 5 scale, you can literally watch your cellular machinery upgrade itself in real time. And if a phase stalls out, you'll know exactly which lifestyle input you need to adjust.
Understanding this biological language truly changes everything. So the next time you wake up at 3 a.m. or you feel unexpected soreness or your brain feels a little fuzzy, you will know exactly how to answer the call of your own biology. Your body isn't working against you. It's simply asking for the time and the resources to rebuild. So, the next time you feel like your protocol is failing, ask yourself, are you really lacking willpower? Or are you just refusing to listen to what your cells are desperately trying to tell you?